everybody. Oh, I started a little bit early. I do apologize about that. I thought I had my timing right, but now it just hit right on the nose. Hey, this is P over here.
I'm over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
Oh, that one was a pretty good one. Very nice. Thanks, P. Well, welcome to Mucky Muck, Connie. We appreciate that. And we were just chuckling about your comment in the chat where you said it was hot and stinky. I said, I wonder if she meant sticky. And then P said, well, either way, you're probably going to get stinky.
If it's hot and steamy, it's going to get stinky.
See, I think she's up north here from, like, Denton area.
Oh, really?
I think so. That's what I kind of remember. I could be wrong. All right, let's do our hellos here. Well, P, I don't know what she's looking for things or just stacking things. You know, it's the usual thing. Things. you know.
I am taking care of business.
Oh, yes, that too. Taking care of business. Taking care of business. All right, here, let's see how well I can go through the chat before anybody lurking. Come on in, so then it doesn't change. I'm going to say hello. All right, here we go. We've got Ann Lauver. We've got Heather, Brad, Carrie Griffiths, Connie, Darcy, Dana, Devin, Eva, Gretchen, Catherine, Kelly, Kylie, Leanne, Leslie, Marcia, Mary Ann, Penka, and Sirius Hecka, also known as Lisa, and Kelly Cameron snuck in there, I believe. All right, looky there. Oh, some more people. Susan, good morning, and Melinda, you're new. Hello and welcome. There we go. I'm going to go to live chat. I don't know if you guys know this, but in your little chat box area, if you go to live chat, then you see all of the chat. If you go to top chat, it only picks out certain ones. I think like the most kind of active chatters, it's just like the top chat. So whoever's, kind of talking the most, it comes up to the surface. So if you want to get it all, go to live chat. If you're kind of wondering sometimes why, oh, I didn't see that message, you're probably in top chat. There you go. Whoa.
Oh, who knew?
Who knew? I try to know these things so I can let you guys know these things. How about that?
I didn't know those things.
She didn't know those things. That's all right. I'm trying to move this around so I can kind of see different things that I want to see. Okie dokie. Oh, and Kylie Koo has a new video out with something about butterflies and tags. We need to watch that. That looks fantastic. I'm sure that it is. We love Kylie.
She does good stuff.
She does good stuff. Would you like me to go topside?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Well, what do you know? Let's start with that.
Well, I do know a lot of things.
Okay.
I guess I'm ready.
Okay. Good morning, Fiona. I need to rename this or something because I've just been confused lately. It's a new thing.
Okay, my coffee's still on my table here.
She was grumpy because it wasn't fixed this morning. We tried to clean the coffee pot, and once it's in clean mode, it doesn't stop.
Okay, so here's what I did this morning. Well, I don't obviously sleep with my glasses on. I should. Might have more
that would be a very
informed. But I looked at the clock and I thought it was 8:30 and it was only 6:30.
Oh goodness, I did notice that you were up a little early.
And so once you're up, you might as well just give it up and
be up.
So yeah, I definitely see a nap in
your future today.
In my future.
All right.
In my future. Are we topside?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. Well, you can read that.
I think so.
Is it centered up?
Yeah, I think you're good there.
Okay, well, we're still working on old circle book. And I went through the prints again. Shocker. I'm waiting for Mariah to, chime in. I went through the pile again.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
I discovered some that need a little, that either got chunks pulled out of them or they got a little close to the edge. So I isolated those. But Here's the size so far.
Oh, here Devin's asking a pretty funny question. So do P and M live in the same house? Yes.
Yes, we do. I'm upstairs and she's
So
downstairs.
P is my mother. She is the Gigi to Izzy.
Yeah.
We all live together. When
I moved here from Alaska.
Yeah, that was the deal.
If
She actually
she
was
ever
a year
had
late.
Had a baby. I just gave up on her and moved to Alaska, and then, what do you know?
Had a baby.
Had a baby. Yeah.
Huh.
And
So.
she had the baby downstairs.
I did. What happens in this house?
Be careful of those babies. But as you can see, the book is growing. I keep finding another new brayer. Look at this brayer off. Isn't that
That
awesome?
one's lovely.
I know. You know, those brayer offs, and I really like this one because it's nice and smooth. Some of them get kind of textury and they don't work very well
they're
for
kind
printing
of
on.
Yeah, they're almost Velcro-y.
Yeah, like
They're
this
grippy.
one that I wrote the word contrast on. Can you hear that?
It's like when I wrote that note on here. It's the notes on textured paper. Handy, but not dandy.
Not if you want to get you can get prints on them. You just can't get that fine line detail there because
Right.
it's just going to smush out. And I intend to show that later on, I think. Okay, so the ones that I'm going through today, we're going to deal a lot with composition and adding an element to give it a focal point, or another way of saying that is emphasis. What are we emphasizing? Okay, I think. What are you?
She said she knew that we were mother and daughter. She didn't know about the cohabitated.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
we cohabit. She very much cohabit. I don't know if it's cohabitating or if she's just taken over. Just a lot
Just
of
the
stuff.
top layer of the house.
Oh, now sugar.
Well,
She'd been slowly moving in over the years anyway. I would get stuff.
yeah.
So there,
Well, I sent a bunch of stuff
the
to
fancy
you
things.
when I moved to Alaska,
Yes.
because I couldn't take them with me.
And good morning. I believe Angela popped in there. Janae, hello.
Okay, well, I think we should just get after it.
Hello,
Oh
Dave.
no, here I want to talk about before I start those.
So who is Brad? Brad is my husband
Yeah, he's our stencil designer.
and the stencil designer guy.
If there's anything that has lots of little parts to it, like
Devin's waiting all to come in. Come
She's-
on in. Come on in. Say hello.
she been a lurker.
And while you're here, give the thumbsy upsies because we just started. So this is the perfect time to let everybody know, hey, something cool is happening. I'm over here. You should be here. Let's chit chat a little bit. Maybe do some art. Learn some things. We are going to laugh.
Okay. So I think most of these you've seen, but I know that I've added like color pencil to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen this one. I haven't done anything else to it. I don't think I love this. I wouldn't do anything to that. I added Fran's coffee rings to the back.
I think they saw that one.
I think they did too. There are some in here that you haven't seen. You watched me do this. Now this is one of those
Scratchies.
scratchy texture.
I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit more.
And you've seen this one. I did add a bit more colored pencil around the edge, not a lot. I think this is an absolutely stunning print. I wouldn't do anything to it. I don't know how that happened. Sometimes, you know, in the gel plating world, things like that happen.
And then you
Happy
just take it and say,
accidents.
look at what I made.
Yeah, and here, this is this is very cool because see this here, this wrinkle in the paper here, and it became a crack in the wall. Isn't that wonderful?
The crack in
Yeah,
the
crack in the
wall.
wall. Showed you that one last week.
Yeah.
I've got some in here that I worked on and I don't know. And I haven't done anything more to that one. I love this one. Oh, I did do something to this. What?
Oh, that's funny. So Brad said that he was a minion. And then Devin says, but then who's Gru? And Brad says, I think that's the cat.
Which, you know, he was here earlier.
He was.
eating,
It's like he lines up waiting because he's like,
eating
oh.
my gel prints.
He has been gnawing little pieces out.
And it's so funny. He bites the edge of them, and then he goes like this and throws them out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you can see what I added here were these circles, which I thought added to the composition. Kind of kept those things from, you know, running off the page. You've seen that one.
You know, Angela, I think, Brad, didn't we kind of talk about doing a little bit of a barbed wire? You wanted a barbed wire looking stencil, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I asked for it, but I didn't want to be pushy. And
well,
a lot of other things happened.
Angela is also interested in
yeah, and see, remember we worked on this on the...
Yeah, that was
Thursday. Yeah.
It all starts to run together.
Yeah. And it was slightly wonky here, my placement. So I just made the shadow a little bit bigger down here at the bottom to compensate for that.
Oh, Brenda, she's into the... Hello, Brenda. She would also like a barbed wire. There's lots of interest in the barbed wire.
I think it would.
It would go very nicely with the X's from Texas.
It would, and if you just take the circles and make some
pointy
things, I think you got her. Got her done.
They could be tumbleweeds and barbed wire.
Barbed wire tumbleweeds. There you go.
Sounds
yeah. Okay, there's some good example of symmetrical balance. Oh, here, this is new.
Hello, Liz. No problem. Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Doesn't that look good? Okay, so did I talk about my stenciling of my...
No.
This is the back side.
We showed a little bit of it, and then I was very interested in it, and yeah, I thought the back side of it turned out pretty darn cool. That's the part that pushed through, and we did show that because we talked a bit about it.
I did show that and talked a bit about it. Let me see if I can locate it here in the messy pile of crap.
There really are different. Lisa Mingus says there are so many different barbed wire designs through history.
Oh yes, they actually in a museum that I went to one time. Pardon me.
Yeah, they usually have it on display at those.
Yes, and it really is.
It's like, who knew that?
So many different kinds. Okay, now there's that. I'm trying to find the other part. Here it is. That I took from that.
Is it sticking to things?
Got some married up stuff going on here. Some more Fran stuff that she sent me that I love.
Hello, Martha.
Yeah, this is, and it's so interesting because this side on here went through and just, this is just paste. And some reason or other, it just displaced.
Paint. That's just tight and buff.
Yeah. And I think the reason it did is because I did it really quickly. I went ahead and gel printed this background.
Right.
And then put the texture paste over the top of it
paint
right
hadn't
after.
Yeah, paint hadn't dried.
But you can see here's this side. Now this is what this other side looks like.
Well, that's very interesting. We need to find out from Fran what that paper is. Right? Or is that your stuff?
This is her stuff. This is my stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
As you can see, I was kind of trying to...
Heck, we don't even know what our stuff is. I don't know why we're trying to find out what other people's stuff
Yeah,
is.
no kidding.
This is some random stuff.
My stuff is quite enough.
Like we could we don't know that we could replace the stuff.
Okay, well there. I think that looks good. Oh, and this is nice too. Now I might put this over here in my focal point pile.
Oh, Angela says they can tell you when and where the barbed wire was made.
Yes.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And y'all seen the eye. And
Devin said it looked like a woman in profile, silhouette wearing a big hat.
Oh. Well, there you go. Okay, these are not going to be bound. Somehow or other, we're going to figure out some way that they can just be by themselves.
The cat didn't eat the bag. I tore it because I was trying to give ideas.
That's kind of what it looks like when Bentley gets through with tearing up my paper.
And I'm going to phase out these little glassine bags because I don't really care for them because they don't actually hold the stuff that I want them to hold. I would much rather just use the big glassine bags that I send with orders for you guys. and then the little ones. I love the little envelopes. They work great for all sorts of things. But this 5x7 one, it's never big enough, or it's too big. So I already sort of have that situation. So I told P that she should just kind of use them up, and maybe possibly for this, whatever volume of the circle book this is gonna be.
Okay, and what I'm doing here is just I'm taking the areas, because your contrast is what causes things to suddenly become, Now you can see the rest of the letters there, right? And that was a nice little...
Oh, Denny says in Texas it's called bob wire. Is that true? Bob wire. Oh.
They don't pronounce R's.
Always.
Yes.
That's funny.
And that is so true, because...
You got me, Denny.
I would... Carmichael, I would say to him, it has an R in it.
Well, and that's definitely East Texas. It's so funny, the different parts of Texas and even just different parts of Dallas.
Well, and it's Georgia, not Georgia. Georgia.
You like saying that. Don't get her started on something else.
Yeah. Just...
it's some funny stuff.
Or there's people, on the East Coast that put an R in the end of everything.
Yeah. Well, there's parts of Dallas where, they don't really say T's. And my dad was trying to get directions when he first came here, when he was looking for houses or whatever. And they were trying to tell him Beltline Road. But they said Belline. And he kept looking for a Beltline Road. Beltline. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just drop that last consonant. Or if you're from New York, add another one.
Talking with marbles.
Okay, I think that's pretty much all right. So I've talked about all the rest of this stuff, but I haven't really talked about balance. And that one that I showed you that I said that's symmetrical balance, that means it's exactly the same all the way around. These are examples of symmetrical balance. And usually I try not to do that.
Okay, wait, whoa. You just plopped the stencil thing down there and said this is example of symmetrical balance. I don't, what do you, huh?
Let me find symmetrical balance here.
Okay, or you were just playing around. You confused me with that.
Oh.
Your visual cues were not matching to what you were saying.
Well, they're probably not going to anyway, because we have some kind of, thing going on here.
Well, no, that's just kind of between the chat. Our visual and what we explain
are happening simultaneously.
Yes,
Good to know.
We are here.
Here in the here and now.
Now,
I ought to sound like Izzy. How long is 10 hours, Gigi?
How long's 10 minutes? How much is a week?
She just kills me with this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. And I'm so frustrated because I don't really know how to tell her what it is. It's time concepts. Well, it's all relative anyway. What the hell? All right, now, symmetrical balance. If I divide this down the center, more or less, because it's got some missing parts and whatnot, it's going to be exactly the same on the right hand side as it is on the left hand side. I don't really like doing that terribly much. You've noticed that. And this is definitely not symmetrical. But in certain societies, they've done research
Here,
that
could actually be time that, because even last night I said this to Izzy. So Devin says 10 hours equals 5 movies.
Oh, that's something that she would
yesterday
understand.
I told her, I was like, could you give me 10 minutes? And she says, well, what is that? I said, okay, watch however many of her little shows, because they're about 2 minutes long. So I told her about 5. That worked out, probably. You never really know with those shows that she watches. Some are longer than others, but yeah, I think she can kind of at least sort of equate.
Yeah, that's a really...
Because she knows short movies versus long ones.
Oh, yes, she does. And she notices, she looks at the numbers.
She sees the scroll bar. She's like, that's why she says, is it like this long?
This is Yeah, I think that's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can always tell the ones that, I love that feature because I know that I have no no memory of, you know, having seen it before. But if it has that little bar out there and I've watched about that much, I'm like, yeah, that was crap. I'm not watching that.
Moving on.
Moving on. Okay. So most of the time.
Hey, Judy.
Okay, now I was getting back to this.
Sorry.
Certain cultures, and I don't really know which one it came from, prefer faces that are extremely symmetrical. But
No, that's
there's
just
a reason.
us as that's just human beings.
Yes.
That is proven science.
Yeah.
We
And
like
the reason
symmetry.
is symmetry indicates health. You're healthy if you have, you know, a fairly symmetrical face. You know, if you've got one side that's going over here, well,
Something.
yeah, might not, you know, that might not be somebody that you want to genetically engage with. Okay,
Tag
moving.
that. Genetically engage with. Hey, Fee.
Moving right along.
Oh, so glad you're here.
Yeah, that was free.
Just be careful who you're genetically engaging with.
Yes. Objects and shapes have a relationship to one another. They do. And the reason I didn't just plop this down out in the middle is because, well, number one, I wanted it to take up more space. And I would have moved it either to this end or that end, and I did that. Actually, did that. I just didn't like it. Now, I really love this because the gold color and the background color are almost identical value. And how do you do that? Well, you squint your eyes like this.
Remember those things that you used to have at the mall, and I could never see them.
Okay, well, you squint your eyes and you will see that the only thing that you really see are these little white marks out there. So that's one of the reasons I think that that particular one, that works.
Chris?
Okay, now we're going to do something with this, but I don't want it to be like, I want it low contrast because I like what's here. So when we address this, then I will deal with this. Okay, high contrast. And
Symmetry in the middle, but then becoming asymmetrical as you come out to the edges.
Yes. And these are bookends. These are stoppages. These are don't go off the page.
Hey, you stay here. Get back in the middle.
Get back in the middle. You know, stop going somewhere.
Pay
All right.
attention.
Now, I swear to God, this one just keeps slipping by me. I love this side. And then I turn this over and I'm going, oh my God, why haven't I done anything to that? Well, I don't know.
Because then you flip it over and you're like, you're good.
Yeah.
The one side saving the other.
I guess it is. I don't know. It's just, okay, I'm going to set these aside because I think we're going to do some gel printing first.
Devin says this is also scientific.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Arty science, that's what we do.
All of our, you know, we have a list. Mariah will add the list of, you know, references down at the end.
Yeah. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning.
Okay, I'm putting those on top of the orange folder in case, you know, we get lost somewhere along the line. All right, now I'm going to show you what I mean by, and this one is, even though it does look textured, that is from the actual stencil.
It was probably a new.
Probably.
Or it's
or
really
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
Have a moment in time.
A moment. So what I did is I got out all of my little...
Well, hello, Patty Tolly.
Oh, I just commented and told... Well, I think I put a heart because I didn't have time. Mariah was rushing me in this morning. You did such a good job on your crackle, crunchy up paper stuff.
Did you see the raku? Did you get to the raku part?
No, I just saw that one frame.
Okay,
and then
yeah, you got to watch the raku part.
Because I just really, really, really liked it. And leaving more space in between the crunchy bits. I thought that was really brilliant. I'm going to have to do that. Okay.
Now you need to get Gayla over here, Patty.
Yeah, you do. Because, boy, does she add something to the whole mix of stuff. I mean, that girl.
She knows some things.
She do.
She can tell it in the chat.
All right, now I've got this little piece of paper down underneath here. Because when I'm doing, boy, there's some static going on there. Doing these flip-flop little ones here.
Oh, it's because your freezer paper's new.
My freezer paper's new. Did you notice this pristine surface?
Oh, with all that whiteness.
Yeah, that's some stuff. Okay, Now, really what I want to do here is I want to use this big old circle thing, and I think that's the one I wanted. Because I think that's going to really
Yeah.
break up a whole lot. See, you can turn it over and see.
I like it.
I like it too.
Get to it.
Okay, so what we're going
Tasted.
to do, and the reason I have this little paper down here is so that I can, because remember my
Oh, no
plate
worries.
is slightly bigger than,
No worries, Fee.
I don't know what that stuff was. Already crudding up. So that I can flip this over and get it where I sort of want it. And I just, I don't know, maybe I want to use this one.
Oh,
No.
sorry, Tisha. Yeah, just, take it easy. You don't have to chat. Feel
Yeah,
bad.
just kick back and watch.
And Fia says that she's the ice hockey women's. I think that's what the women WM. She's gonna dump us for them. That's okay. We all have priorities.
She's watching the ice hockey.
Well, she's gonna dump us for the ice hockey when they come on.
Okay. Well, good.
That's okay.
Yeah. I can live with that. Okay, I might
Just make
go.
sure you give thumbsy upsies before you go.
Yeah. Don't forget that.
Don't forget.
Or we'll
All right, where are you going with color on this?
call your cable company. What? I don't know. It needs to be opaque.
Do you want it to kind of go
I
with the
want it to
backside,
be-
or do you care? I don't know that necessarily matters.
What do you mean?
The other side. Like, are you gonna keep to the same color scheme as the other side?
Oh no, probably not.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe red.
Morning, Niecy.
I mean, I do a lot of that, but it's either red or yellow. I think I'm going to do a little bit of both, and I'm going to do it so that I can, where's my really keep forgetting about this little Hummer. This is my Winsor Newton.
Yeah.
This is some opaque stuff.
Now, are you gonna be lifting?
I am.
Okay.
'Cause I really just want the circles.
Are
Does
you gonna
that
be
make sense?
Are you gonna be blending to make orange?
I don't think so.
Awesome. Thank you.
I hadn't thought about that, but
Well, Gretchen said, "How about orange?" And she chuckled because if you said you're putting yellow and red down, at some point
I think-
which they meet, become orange.
yes, and I think what.
That was the. She just got that.
Okay, I think I'm going to use a little black with my red to make it just ever so slightly, maybe tiny bit more.
Ooh, Devin says Wheel of Fires would look cool. That's basically, yeah. Hey, and see, these would go well with the whole barbed wire theme because these are little wagon wheels. Especially if you cut off the outer bits, and she's done that with some of them.
Yeah, poke
Hey, April.
holes
you're
in some
here.
of them. All right, now we're going to have to move these guys because I've got some stuff going on here. Yeah, and this is where everything gets lost.
So relationship complicated.
I'll just shush those out of here because I don't really need those. And get
I'm
my-
ready for her coffee to kick in and she becomes a little bit funnier. Or receptive to my funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What you said. Okay, now I don't want to lose my. All right, I think I've got it here, folks.
Oh, April's here, and she said that you had said that you had an idea about the doodled print.
About the what?
Remember, we sent the print to April. She doodled it. She did the outline stuff of the fleur-de-lis on it, and you said that you had an idea about it. She didn't catch it. One moment.
I don't
She's
know.
processing.
Yeah, I'm processing this right now. I cannot. I'm kind of
We'll put that in the queue.
a one horse.
Yeah. A one-horse pony.
Yeah. I changed my mind.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm carrying the show today. She's got the art. I got the laughs. I think.
Oh my gosh, we've been doing... Can I talk about the catch-up? I won't say any words. Just that, you know, it's really not very much fun doing
Yes.
videos just without
Yes.
anything else going on. I have a real problem with it.
It's definitely not as much fun. Certainly for me as well. Like, if she's kind of into the art stuff, that's great. But then, you know, like, what am I doing? Just kind of watching her and yammering at her.
That looks really cool.
Oh, Susan quit drinking coffee this week. She's adjusting.
Oh my.
I know. I've thought about that, and then I'm like, oh. Maybe next week.
Oh, and I'm very proud I managed to get it on the paper. Yes.
Dot.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hello, Barbara Perry. So glad you're here. No, those are old. Oldies but goodies. Those are our doodle things.
Look at that. That's really cool.
And those are the... Which ones do those come with? Those are the urchins, right? That's what we call urchins.
What?
The wheels.
Oh, I just call them wheels.
She calls them wheels.
I just call them wheels. Well, I don't know that I love this, but I think it's very interesting. It certainly broke up the cups and saucers.
Mo's got me kind of spoiled during Tuesdays and Thursdays when she's here. She's always dropping links to the store. I guess I could do that.
Okay, I've got this one, and I'm going to try to get it down here on this end where it's really, really dark, and I've got some contrast to work with there. And let's see, we need a white.
Yes, pulley block. They come with, no, okay, hold on here. Yes, it comes with the flowers, or you can get them separately, but it's flowers and urchins. I'll drop the link. Look at me doing things on the fly here.
Really, 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 really opaque colors here. Just not feeling it.
There you go. Look at that.
What?
I dropped the link to the flowers and urchins in the chat.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Mariah.
Thanks, Katie.
All right, now we just really, I don't have to have this everywhere, but
Carrie bought some shirts, $4 a shirt, and now they're unique because he printed them last week. Are you going to post pictures and makers, please? We would love to see
I
your
want that
shirts.
to be kind of smushy. Kind of smushy. Oh, I might as well just go ahead. I just really want that end, but we can go ahead and put some other stuff out here. Get a nice print off of this that maybe we could use somewhere later.
Oh yeah, that coffee creamer business. Yeah, we don't do that. We do the stevia, and I mean it's like a tiny. I can't stand much of it. I got a little heavy this morning actually. You hit the stevia harder than I do. It took me. I had to adjust to it, but it took about a week, and then I was like, you don't really tell the difference. And that is true.
Yeah,
And before it used to make me just want to pop.
kind of pissed and moaned about it for a while, but she got over it.
So much of life is that way. Just, you know, stick with it long enough and you'll forget that there was something better.
All right. Look at that.
I like that. I think it still needs some things. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, I like it. Okay,
Something gold on top of it.
Done. Needs some gold on top of it.
She liked it.
I swear to God. Okay, maybe we'll do this.
Oh, are you making? I don't know. That seemed kind of hasty, but okay.
I don't know. I think it's dry enough. I'm probably not going to get a whole lot, but
Oh yes, that's that's how we tested some of the ones. Patty said she was thinning out her closet the other day in one of her favorite white shirts with a stain on the front of it, and then she thought I could jelly print over it. Do it. That's what P did.
Yeah.
Even while it was still dirty, wasn't even clean. I said, well, I don't know if that's gonna stay if that's oily. That's how we roll. It's all for the art.
It's all for the art. All right, well, we're going to try to get this off of here with some of my wonderful Liquitex soft body acrylic.
No, Patty had she's done shirts before. Oh, we can look those videos up.
Okay, I don't really have anything to put this on. Oh, I did have something, but I don't know where it is. Story of my life. I should have put it on that one then.
Devin says essence of tomato sauce on your t-shirt jelly print. Yes.
Yeah, just make sure you incorporate red into your color scheme.
So yeah, she did. She printed a few t-shirts a number of years ago with a jelly plate. Hay mount. Pretty cool.
All right, well, I've kind of mucked that up and I don't feel like messing with it. But
Well, we need to revive that video, Patty. Maybe I'll do a post where it's like all of our t-shirt videos. Carrie, are you doing a video of yours? I didn't read there. I may have missed it. Chat's moving pretty fast today.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, what else do we have here? Well, we've got this, and I don't know if this is going to be... See, you just have so many decisions to make here.
I think it needs gold. And I'm being serious. Like, I think it would be very pretty, but you're just so...
I'm just going to have a little sign over there, and you can hold it up. It needs gold.
Okay.
It needs gold.
We are working on your emoji things. It's like, you know, one little thing. We have a very long list of things that need to be done. And then in between all of that, then we're blowing up, you know, found flamingos.
Yeah, that blew into the yard.
That blew into the yard. You know, she wants to then do floaty battles. And it's really chaos around here. And in between
So
some of
down
all
in
that,
the foyer, as you walk in the door, there's this
And it's
huge blow-up flamingo.
it's as tall as she is.
With sunglasses.
Yes. Also very creepy because like they didn't paint on the eyes behind the sunglasses. I mean, I get it, but still it's kind of creepy.
All right, now here we go again. We're talking about symmetry.
Brenda says people have t-shirts that are not stained. Yes, they're brand new out of the package.
Yeah, I have
the
some of
only
those
time.
hanging on the thing downstairs.
Yes.
I'm waiting for their friends to arrive so I can wash them all together. What is this?
Oh, thanks guys. Yes, do the thumbsy upsies. Oh, hey, we need to talk about is everybody kind of note up on the $100 giveaway, monthly giveaway? Let me know. And if you are not part of the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, please do come on over. We love it when you answer the questions. We're getting a little more lackadaisical about it because I do know a lot of you that are starting to want to come in. So, but we do like the answers. But I get it. I know that it's tricky, and I'm becoming less, you know, as we know more of you guys. That's really what I'm trying to say. So do come over there. In the files area, there is a how-to to create the post, and then there is in the featured area all the rules on, you know, what you need to do. Plus, it's posted over on our community page on YouTube, and then if you just message me and need me to send you that information, I can do that as well. We want to get you guys comfortable with this. We want lots of people to enter. It will be fun. It helps us out as a channel. And I mean, we always feel like you guys are part of this too. We wouldn't be where we are or, you know, going where we're going without you. So this is the way that we thank you to do that. And hey, you know, we're all learning how to post things on Facebook. I think that's cool.
Yeah. All right, I decided to use silver. I don't know why. Just because
She wanted something shiny, but she wasn't going to give me gold.
Yeah. Well, I just think the silver goes more with what I've already got on there. And I am going to use a little squirt of,
Yeah, it's kind of a big squirt that's coming out. You know.
well, it is, but I'll just whack it off at the
Okay.
orifice there.
Oh no.
I know.
Get it mixed in there.
Very true. I say this all the time, and as
Oh.
Mariah said, it's okay because somebody may not have been here that time.
Yeah. It's important to put that little blob of retarder on top of the paint, not directly onto the plate.
Or if it blobs over there, make sure that you scrape it around because that will create a little white dot there, which may or may not irritate the dog do out of you.
It really sucks when it's straight up in the middle of something that's good.
Yeah.
If it's over off to the side, usually less annoying.
Okay, this is great because this is going to have just enough transparency that I am going to love it.
Oh no.
I think.
Cindy had a cat and coffee situation. She would have been here earlier. Well, we're glad you're here, Cindy. Those darn cats.
Damn cats.
Brenda said she did a stencil, a large flower with a stain of one of her shirts, cheapy crafty paint, and it worked out pretty good. Just stuck a little, after drying, like peeling paint pages in a journal. Yeah, that's kind of what we did. We usually get like 3 shirts out of one sort of print. You put on the paint heavy, and you get the first pull, then the second, and then do like a, like you would pulling with paper and do the leave it on there kind of situation. Then you can get some, and then that last one is like a different kind of print. I hope I explained that right. That didn't really sound very like no thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They were words.
I'm really.
I know you're thinking. Ooh.
Well,
So.
very subtle. So subtle that you can't really see it. I mean, it's there
Yeah. If you turned it.
if you turned it. All right, now I've managed to really muck up this plate, but look at this. I think that's lovely. You've got bookends. You've got this. It's sort of centered. It's not absolutely centered.
Bye, Misty. We'll see you later. No worries.
Oh, is she gonna go watch hockey?
No, that was Fia. I think she already tapped out. I think the hockey started.
Okay. All right, I need to get this off of here, so I'm going to. What?
We smell what you're stepping in, them. I like that, Brenda. I like that. That was good. Ooh, I like this color combo.
This color combo here? Oh, yeah?
Ooh, Carla says she spotted some color shift paint sold individually at Michael's.
Oh.
I have to go check that out and find your favorite color that you want to re-up, so we don't have to buy 16 of the little boogers. Although we could give them away.
We could. Give you all the ones that I don't like. That's nice.
It's really just the ones that she doesn't use as often. Very nice. Now,
Yeah. Now I can do some other stuff to that. Okay, I don't know what that is out there.
we like it, Brenda. We welcome it.
What
She
it-
says I always revert to juvenile humor. She's especially fond of that.
I just don't know that I wanted that
Yeah.
on the next one, so I'm just, doing some cleanup here. And almost inevitably, there's more there than you really think.
Yes.
And see, look at all that.
You've got to watch Patty's stream because she got the Stuart Simple 3.0.
She did?
Yes. And the White 2.0. White 2.0 does not have the vanilla in it. Only the what is it, Saint White, like we have in
Oh.
the little bottle.
Oh,
I don't think they sell it in the bigger one, but that's the one with the vanilla.
Yeah, I like the vanilla a lot. This kind of reminds me of my, gel plates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to get back to our business here.
But she did a really cool, like, it crazed like crazy.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, which the 2.0, I don't think it does that. So the 3.0 seems to be a bit more watery.
Oh.
Almost ink-like. But it was different than, say, the Sumier ink, right? I think that's what I heard Patty say. I hope Patty's still here now that I'm yammering on about this. For, she was here just a moment ago.
Look at that. You can tell that that's a well-oiled plate.
Oh,
I
yes.
just cleaned it up last night.
Yeah, just packing tape. Joann Fabrics has a 60% off item coupon, one item coupon. They carry golden Amsterdam and dragonfly glazes.
Oh.
They have their own brand of acrylic paint too. Very similar to Liquitex Standard. Now that I didn't know.
Did not.
Joann's has some pretty good sales at times.
Yes, and I used to use them a lot in when I lived in Anchorage because, well, you don't order stuff there because it takes forever. And she would have things, and I would use their coupons. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
Now, this isn't even sticking to it because of
It's
the texture of
The grippy. The grippy don't grip to the plate. It more like repels it, like holds it up off. Yeah, holy cow.
Well, that was...
I think you need more paint. Shove it down in there.
I think I need to juicy it up a bit. We'll juicy it up a little bit with this. Boy, I need to mix up some of this. Ooh. This is like my favorite paint.
Patty said it's like a heavy ink.
A heavy ink.
The
Well,
3.0.
that's kind of what the
2.0?
2.0 is,
But
I
don't-
think.
Have you ever used it on the plate? Directly, the 2.0?
I've never
I wonder
used
if it would do the same thing.
I've never used it directly. I was kind of afraid to. I was just... and I don't know why.
Patty throws all caution to the wind. She stuck her watercolor brush down into the she got some of that chrome stuff, which is an oil based.
Oh.
I was lurking and listening at the point. If I would have seen it, I would have said no, but she probably would have not seen that in time anyway, so.
All right, well, let's see. Well, I don't hate that. Just need to line it up and maybe do a little bit more pressing on the other side.
Bye, Leanne. No problems.
But
Hubby,
this
good
is
morning.
this is that, and I don't really think I need to have the whole thing there. I think I've accomplished my circle.
Yes, and I kind of like that it's breaking into it. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, that's about as good as it gets, and you can't not believe how much paint I used to get this on this side.
That's a lot of paint.
A lot. It was very, very.
I should start bringing the scale up here and we can weigh these.
Yeah, no kidding.
How many ounces or, whatever of paint are on there. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a circle book, so,
Yeah, it's a circle book. Well, I think that might be just a teensy weensy bit more.
Oh, no problem, Fia. Have fun. Yes, I was there, whatever, yes. And it was a little loud because I wear headphones. So the crash was very, I was...
What are you talking about?
Patty was pulling I think it was when you were pulling the brayer paper up off of where, you know, she was lifting it up, her camera was really close and knocked the whole thing down, and we saw the ceiling and everything. And that's what I was telling you. Remember that she was dropping the sugar bombs.
I heard you say that, but I didn't know exactly what.
See, if something like that happened over here, sugar bombs would be the least of my worries.
Okay, I love that. I like the simplicity of it. I just like everything about it. And then we're going to put this one back over here.
That was Susan thought she had fallen off the chair. No, Patty was good. Camera was just, you know, sent off into the
Camera was not so good. All right, now these ones that I done with just the circle in there. The reason I did that is so that I have a background and I can come back in then with these little jobbers. And I can put that inside of the circle if I want to.
Yeah, you could make it gold if you wanted.
I could make it gold.
But she won't.
Oh, you just don't
Tell you what.
know. I'm getting rid of that because I don't want to look at that anymore. Get another piece here. I cut some extras today for this very purpose. Look at me being all organized.
Oh,
okay.
Is that the drawing paper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Patty, that's the drawing paper that I was telling you that does the, like, really awesome crackle. Like, it
Yeah. It does.
crackle-lacking.
It does some good.
It's not lacking in the crackle.
It is not. It is wonderful stuff to crackle with. Okay, now, this is, I don't really know that I need that blue. Blue.
I know. I need to try some reverse psychology on her, perhaps. Change up my colors. I think
Don't
that
use.
whole going for the gold just kind of ruined you.
It did. It's just, I mean,
I shall keep that in mind.
makes me
Although I don't know
angry.
that. I think once this Makers Creative Club is over, we are going to change things up. Like the monthly thing is a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a longer period.
Yeah, I think like an every 3 months or something like that, so people can really do bigger projects. I think.
And I think the whole thing about it is it's kind of like when Mariah and I would do these projects. Well, this is how I do them. Sometimes I start with a tag, and that tag is the impetus for everything else that evolves. And when you have that extra time, you can do that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And have it be a, you know, it can become something. Mm-hmm. Like something really, really cool and big and whatnot. But if you're just, you know, busting it to get something, you know, to add to something, that just doesn't work so well.
Yeah. Oh, you're feeling kind of brave on that one.
I'm thinking it's probably not that much is going to come through
Right,
there.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Why we're saying that is that number one, this very detailed stencil with the tiny little intricate design that it has is not necessarily, see, not a lot of it came through.
I know, but isn't it wonderful?
Yes, especially
Isn't
since
it?
it's gold.
I think I like it. I think it's just fine.
But you're probably what's on the little plate right now, if you smush that down on something real quick, like, might be more interesting.
I would be very surprised to see anything show up.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that would be awesome, Patty.
I mean, that's just enough.
She's going to hopefully retire in the next year or so she can actually have some time to play. And schedule your streams. That would be... I really want to be on the list of special people that get a notification, Patty. Have I not earned that? That's what I was trying to say.
She hollers up the stairs. Patty's on. I said, I can't stop. I'm working on my damn journal.
I've been cracking away.
I can't do it now. Why does she not tell me these things? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I don't. That's fine. You need like a special list. I want on the VIP list.
And the nice thing about it is you just have to notify one of us, and for God's sake, don't send me an email.
Oh no, it just goes to a place that, it's a black hole of things that will never be seen.
Well, I don't know if this is a bunch of caca poo-poo, and it's probably opaque, and I don't want opaque. I don't know what in the hell I'm thinking about there. Ah!
Okay, well, if you want to post it to Facebook, then will you at least post it in Makers? Can I make that request? Because I think usually I don't know if it does it on your personal profile. When I make posts for PM Artist Studio page, it then asks me if I want to post in groups. So I can kind of do that all at one fell swoop. I don't always love how it does it, but, it will do it. Oh, Susan just retired in May. Well, congrats on that, Susan.
Oh, no,
I think I kind of remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think that
It broke
worked.
up that bit there, and now it's all sort of kind of coming together like, it's a...
And look what a nice thing I've got going over here. This is what happens. This is the never-ending gel plate adventure
of circles. What happens when you go down a circle hole?
The circle hole. Oh no!
Oh,
Got it in time.
you did. Good jobbers.
That is such a lovely moldy color.
Oh, hello, Georgiana.
All right, I'm thinking that's good. That's good. Okay, what do we want to do to this? We want something out there that's kind of a little bit solid.
Well, we appreciate your opinions there, Georgiana.
That ain't it. I think that's it. I'm just visualizing this here. It's not going to have the outside part, just the spokes. But I think we've got enough business in here. If I keep it kind of in here and not going off the page, I'm not going to be taking people off the page.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And we're going to go with old Indanthrine. Indanthrine. And there is a little bit of mucky muck still on the plate, but I don't think it's enough to really, Now this is the only problem with these little, you have a tendency to brayer your finger a lot because you don't really have anything to hold on to. Well, that's not turning out to be quite as heavy duty as I wanted it to be. I think that's where I wanted it. I would have turned it over, but my stencil would have fallen off.
Oh, you guys are sweet. No worries.
Oh. Well, that was certainly in the right place. Let's see if we can get a little bit more.
Press her down. A little head registering there.
Oh,
It's okay.
sorry. All right. I like it.
Can you do one more of that in there?
No.
No.
No, we
No.
can't do that. Oh,
Dots.
here we go. Hear that
Oh,
sound?
yeah.
Hear
Sticky,
that
sticky.
sound? That's because we have a really textured piece here. Okay, really, I like this end down here. I think this is confusing up here, and I'm going to try to get something to happen up there. This is going to balance with this down here and create a bit of a
Oh,
focal point.
I like this one. What color are you going to go with there, though?
I'm thinking white.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about going with my same stencil that I went with right there.
any thoughts on maybe a little shimmer with the white?
I could do that.
Okay.
That's a hellacious amount of paint. But remember, we've got a very textured surface here, so we need more paint.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to turn my card around.
Now that one's not as textured as the others.
It isn't, but a little bit.
It's kind of like doing the DJ thing.
I mean, you really can hear a difference in. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't squeeze that. See, I just looked at the side of that. That was not what I wanted.
Hi, Gail. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, Gail. Now that's Gail, not Gayla.
Correct.
Patty, you need to get old Gayla over here.
Yeah, and I meant to ask, like, where is Gayla? What, like, time zone is she in? Because I know Sundays are, it's early. And those of you guys that are in California and on the coast there, we know it's very early.
All right, now this is just a little bit opaque. And I don't want it to be quite that opaque. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of blot off a little bit of it over here. Hither and yon.
Oh, she's Georgia. Okay. Georgia East Coast. All right. Well, see, she should be up and at 'em, and maybe she's a little. Then she's already started her day. She's out and about doing things.
Wiggle, wiggle. Yes. I love it.
Did you see that?
What?
How pleased you were. Yes, you.
Very pleased.
Yeah.
See that right there?
I can fix that. That's no biggie.
Well, I put it on top of the other one and pulled off a piece of the underneath part.
I was having a lot of that problem with the ones that you had close-pinned together.
Oh, yeah.
That's lovely.
Doesn't that look cool? Still see that little bit of a left over there. We're going to try something with this. It has the impasto on it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes some really cool stuff happens when you do print over it. It doesn't go, it goes in the different places differently. I'm hoping that is the case. And look at that. Woohoo!
Wahoo!
Woohoo! That just lets everybody else know that there's some more stuff there that you need to look for that's kind of a little bit
Oh,
hidden.
definitely, Gail.
Oh, I feel like we're just on a roll here, y'all.
Gail's taking 38 kids on a European field trip.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, we're
And
taking
don't forget to pack your drugs.
the legal ones, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, you know,
Valium and, those other things that
whatever.
make life worth living when you're around teenagers. I took some to, we did a senior trip once, and I took some of the little boogers.
But not Valium boogers.
No.
No, okay.
I drank a lot.
It's great. It was the 80s. It's fine.
Hey.
Was it? Or was it the 90s? It was the 90s.
End of the 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that. Brilliant. If I do say so myself. Okay. Now we're going to come back in here on this one. And we've got this nice little orifice that Fran provided for me. Here.
Oh, so hold on. I think they're asking maybe a little bit about. Okay, Darcy, what are you saying? The little circle comes in a pack with two other shapes. I think it's
Yeah.
3.
A square and a triangle. I think.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
We're talking about this little circle. There's
Oh,
three
yes,
shapes.
of the gel plates. Yes. But there are some different configuration or some different packs, I think. Or maybe they did some specialty things. Sometimes they're kind of hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that at one point when we were looking at them and we're like, oh, well, I don't want that one because, you know, some other things came with it. And
Yeah, poopy things.
she cut up some of them to do other things with. Didn't you? Didn't you
I
cut one
think-
of them up
Yeah.
into
All right,
smaller
now
pieces?
the trick here is to get that paint down in those little, you know, without mussing it up.
It's 3 inches, right? The little circle?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think they cleared that up.
Well,
but
I didn't
just in
really
case.
get it quite as much as I wanted, but I think it'll work.
Yeah, Devin, yours is. I think yours is like a 5. It's a little bit bigger. That one comes by itself.
Yes, that one came by itself. And I really, boy, I'll tell you what, I thought about that a long time. You know, giving that
Yes.
away. And
Yeah, we gave one away.
woohoo! Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Yes. So Headless is going to turn the triangle into a heart. What are you doing, lady?
I'm cleaning up my table.
Come on.
Orange paint all over it. And
See, she needs to hurry up and just let something dry in there so she doesn't care about it and she won't worry about it anymore. Yeah, how did you make your triangle? Or
no, the original triangle came with triangle, square, circle.
you cut the triangle so then you have the more because the triangle was too big. I think that's what you did. So you shortened up your triangle. Boy, Jesus. Fran's little flower thing, I tell you, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I love this booger.
I need
Really.
to see if she'll hook me up with. I think she sent me the file for that actually, so we could cut more for you. I can't sell it. It's Fran's. Have to talk to her about
We
that.
have to talk to Fran. Which, you know, I think she probably wouldn't mind, but she might, you know, because it is intellectual property. Look at me using. I've been watching lawyer shows,
Yeah, I don't know that you should trust that information.
especially the last one that I watched was Norwegian. It was
Yeah, that was the set that we have, Denny. The gel press petite 3-inch circle, along with the triangle and the square. And then what you did is you cut your triangle down smaller, and then that gave you a little. What do you call? Is it a rhombus?
parallelogram.
Is it parallelogram?
Parallelogram. No, it's not because it.
I think it's a
it would
rhombus.
be this way,
And
but
that's
it's this way.
Yeah.
It's mirror side. Yeah, I'll get that stuff out in a minute. But I'm on a roll here, so just don't,
Okay.
you know, don't muss me about here quite yet. I've got some. You know, maybe I should go with blue. What do you think? In the center of this.
What kind of blue?
Well, this blue.
Yeah, I like that because you kind of have that going on in some of those splotchy,
Little bit down there. Yeah.
and it'll help make those feel
Yes.
yes
More
better.
inclusive.
Mhm.
That is. It wasn't just.
It's just the big old science fest
Yeah.
over here. Arty science. That's shapes, math.
Boy, this is riveting stuff, folks.
Oh, Connie wants to know: have you watched Be Foreigners?
What is it?
Be Foreigners. It's Norwegian.
What's it about? I don't think so. I only like murders, lawyers, and spy movies.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it.
Well, I didn't get a
And
lot of.
art documentaries.
a lot of feet things going on there, but
Feet?
the little
Oh.
tentacles.
Okay.
I didn't like that blobby stuff there.
One nice thing about printing on top of prints. If you get in there quick enough, you can kind of...
Smush it out a bit.
It's a detective show.
Oh, it's a detective show.
She perked right up.
I like those because I can do the captions. Now, I don't know about this. Just, this is going to be one of those where it has to be really subtle, and I don't know if I can pull it off. I'm not going to do that right now. And I think we pretty much decided that this is a dunzer unless, okay, I've got an idea.
Oh, Susan watched Candy on Hulu last night. She says it's very murdery and very graphic in places. But well done.
What is it?
Candy on Hulu.
Oh.
I don't know if you get the Hulu.
I don't think I do. I think I could, but I don't know how to get it.
Brad would have to make that happen.
Yeah, Brad would have to make that happen. Not feeling that. I'm just thinking I just need...
I like that. Well, that might be a little light for what you're trying to do. You have your iridescent copper fine over here. If that's the route that you want to go, I think this would be the better one to do.
But I think it's too... I want it to ghost through. I really want it ghosty.
Well, so then do like a quick pull and then put your second one on the print.
I'm thinking this right here.
Okay.
I really don't like this stuff. I really do not like the delivery system. This little jobber there gets clogged up.
Oh, it's the one that's based on a true story.
I'm not really big on the true stories. I mean, they're okay.
She likes it dramatized and think that it's not real. I agree with that.
Okay, that's really extremely faint.
Carla and her bestie watched The Private Eyes with Don Knotts and Tim Conway when her friend was in town. It's a detective story.
I don't like funny shows.
I like funny shows. I like that sort of stuff a lot.
I don't like funny detective shows. I think it just doesn't do
Cheapens
anything
the experience for her.
I don't like it.
She wants her detectiving to be serious.
I do. And part of it is just because I don't think things are I don't think the same. I don't have a sense of humor.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It needs to be really, juvenile, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
Or she's got some kind of weirdo, like, just...
I do. I admit that it's a little bit weird and strange and...
Oh, Patty's loving some Yellowstone. Is that detective-y? I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
I think that's another new one on, is it Netflix? Too dull. But what that does leave you once it dries is maybe an area to do colored pencil on.
Yeah, either that or...
But I like sort of where you're heading, I think.
Or...
Oh, Modern Rancher in Montana. Oh, Sopranos on Horseback. Oh. Might open up something for her, Patty.
I don't know. I would definitely consider that.
Yes, on which, is this Netflix, Hulu? Apple TV?
Oh, I was watching this one thing, and I don't know if this is the same thing, where a big hole shows up in the ground.
Okay, that describes about, oh, you know.
I mean, it's like, you know, alien hole in the ground.
I don't think that one did very well. It was another one of those Terra Nova type things. And I really love those shows. See, I like the sci-fi type ones. Interdimensional.
Well, my whole thing about it is they needed to move along.
Yeah,
there was a whole lot of stuff that they were talking about there that I didn't need to know. And they just never did get to it. I'm not big into, you know, character development, all that crap. I just want to get to it.
Oh, Paramount. I think we have that now, don't we? Brad is a big fan. Yes, that is true. Oh, I loved Longmire.
Yes, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just keep, you know, doing the same thing and expecting different results, kind of thing.
Patty says, yes, Susan, but in a good way. Never thought I could love so many murders. Oh, so many murderers.
All right, well, we're going to leave that alone for a while. I think what I'm going to try to do is mix up some of this powdery bluey here, or really go in heavy duty with the metallic.
You need something to pop, because
yeah, right now it's like a white blob there. Got it.
It's all stuck in a snowstorm.
Yeah,
we've
and we
established that. Got a snowstorm situation.
Okay, all right. Well, I think I'm through gel plating for a bit here.
What are we gonna do?
We're going to look into
Are you gonna paste anything?
Gluing.
Oh.
Gluing and that sort of thing.
Rockford Files. I don't know that I watched that one.
Yes, I used to like those a lot. He's James Garner, old school.
Okay.
All right. So we've got, and I just keep dragging this one back out.
I like that thought too, Connie. That's good.
I really do need a
No, I don't know about that one, Heather. And I can't imagine that P would.
What?
I'm afraid to read that out.
What is it?
Hot Ones.
I don't know.
I don't know, Heather.
I do not know that. I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. The chat just went nutty there for a second.
Well, we're going back.
Oh, I loved Monk. Monk was good.
I did too.
All right, what are we going to do here?
Well, I don't know.
You're going to glue down.
I'm tearing out some of my paper. Sorry, I'll get in frame there. And seeing if I like it in this spot here. And I don't know that I really do. Or I don't really know. It needs to be more circular. So I'll just tear off some more stuff around here and make it more circular.
Lisa's refereeing the cat and the dog.
Oh, that's always fun. Well, our dogs and cats really get along pretty well.
Yeah. Mazzy sort of plays with Bentley every once in a while, but like they're friends.
I don't know. That's just kind of there. I don't really like that.
She definitely's not want to watch that.
Is there a black Posca marker by any chance on that?
Yes, I believe so. Let me find that for you. One moment, please.
Would you do that? Since I think they're mostly on your slides.
They are, because that's mostly who uses them. Although I have taken some of them downstairs, and I may only have the big old... Oh, here. I think this is what you're wanting. Right?
Yeah.
The smaller one.
No, I don't really care.
I'll get it going for you and everything. So you don't have to mess up your paper.
Be good. Just tearing off the little nipple parts.
Okay, there you go. That should be good. Shouldn't have to do anything to it.
All right.
But if it blobs out on you, it's not my fault. Just saying.
Disclaimers. Okay, I'm like that.
Ooh.
And what I'm thinking, ugh,
Can you move it down a little bit? No, your thing that you're gluing down, or did you already glue it down?
I didn't glue it down. It's still there.
I think it needs more into the red. Yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Oh yeah, this is really working out nicely. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because we need to repeat whatever it is that we're putting on here, I would really have liked to have that big old fat
well,
one.
you didn't really, you didn't give me the full-on press if that's what you wanted. So here, hold on there, Pookie.
Never mind.
I think this one gets used more often. It was a little more prepped. Here.
I don't want it right now.
Okay.
I needed it earlier. But this one's actually working out quite nicely. Now the only thing you want to remember about these Posca things.
I love the pictures of, I see the cat on Instagram a lot, Susan. I like Dolce. But it's Dolce Diablo.
Okay,
Hey,
I like
Violet.
that. What y'all think?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe I just need a little bit less of this.
Patty loved it.
And now, as long as that stuff is shiny, that means it's wet, ladies and gents.
And I can't tell you how many times I have... On the rain journal, when I was doing the edges, because a lot of times what I use, especially the big fat Posca marker, I use it to go back in and clean up the edges that get kind of gooed up, or like the sprays and things, because I like, to me, those little finishing touches kind of make or break something. I don't like that. I like that. I liked it better with its hole in the middle. But she wants to make 3.
I have to have 3.
Okay.
Actually, I do have 3 if you consider that outer one.
Yeah,
But
but
I think that's interesting.
I do too.
But we're going to leave this alone because
Yeah, she's going to wrap her
Posca's-
hand across there
yeah.
and make a smudgy mess.
make a smudgy mess.
Mm-hmm.
We know that that happens. Smudgy messes happen. I don't feel like doing anything to that one right now. So where are the rest of my... And you need to get rid of these pieces because they end up on your gel plate, and it's really... I mean, it's a bummer. Just shush those back over there. And that goes right there. Oh, I've got some new parts that I can...
How do you say that? Cadfail?
Oh, yes.
I got
Love
her.
that. I wanted to have more of those, and then they just didn't do anymore. I thought that was so interesting because it was like alchemy and you know, kind of witchy stuff. I loved it. And I thought he was very cool.
She
He
also
was a
loves shows
very
on the CW.
cool. What?
You like the Vampire Diaries and...
Oh, yeah, I did.
I was like, you what? What? Did I hear that right?
I went through a stage.
She did a phase. No, it wasn't a phase. And we still give her a hard time about it because it's just so funny.
I know, they just think that
Well, first of all, I wasn't even sure how you found the CW because, like, that's such a, like, not your, did not fit your demographic at all. Or things that you would even be remotely interested in. Like, how did you accidentally end up on that channel?
I don't know. Mariah informed me that it was made for teenagers. And I thought that was really rude.
She's like, but there's all kinds of references to these other things. I'm like, well, that's probably just for the writers so that way they weren't, you know, feeling like they had sold their soul. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, your little acetate boards work really good for rulers too. Because then you can see what the hay you're peeling off of your
Look at you.
edge there. And I
Hi.
didn't get over quite enough, but that's all right. I can
Oh, careful.
fix that. I don't really know what I'm doing with this, but we'll just look through my stuff here and see if we got
Oh,
some.
yeah. She's seen them, Patty.
What is it?
Oh, Patty said, "Hey Z, did you see the new seaweed stencils?" That's kind of big.
It is kind of big. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Well, no, I think you can still work it. You just need to make that little, like, make it less. Like,
You just calm down. I've got
Fair enough.
more.
she's got more.
More. I got some more. Are you all finding this terribly entertaining? I hope so.
Oh,
because
dude, yes, let
I
us
don't.
know.
Yeah.
Those of you that are popping in, hello. If you're a lurker, that's okay. Lurk away, but we won't say hello because we don't know you're here.
Yeah.
If you would like to, hang around, subscribe to the channel, that's always welcome. But please do give a thumbs up on the video if you do like what you're seeing. It lets other people know, hey, I liked what I was seeing. Oh, we have already perks if you want to save. If you want to buy stencils regularly and want to save on them regularly, we have our already perks. And there's 2 levels that you get either if you do the Mucky Muck, it's 15%, and if you do Loverly, it is 20%, and then you also get a signed and matted print that you might even have seen in the stream. Sometimes she does things
Maybe.
after hours, though.
Yeah, I do.
I can't always guarantee. Hello, Doreen. Hello. So, yes. Lots of ways to have fun with the PM Artist Studio, people. That's the P. I'm the M. Patricia, Mariah, and together we are PM Artist Studio.
PM Artist Studio.
But our background people here are Brad, who also, he's in the chat there. He's fun. He makes the emojis. We would love to add some more emojis. We need some, I don't know what the next kind of stuff we need, but
It's just so hard to get this down in there. Fran, I wish you just made the hair slightly more bigger.
well, I need to see if she did. I'm pretty sure she sent me that file, and if she did, I can do a little work to it. I know she doesn't care if I do that.
Just need to get something a little more juicy, I think. But you don't want to get it too much juicy because then it goes under it. This is how I ended up this crap in my hair.
She likes to talk about it. Anne is very interested. She says, I appreciate and watching and listening to P augment prints. She has a stack that needs some help. Very inspiring. Very good.
Yes.
Oh, Brenda said there should be a sledgehammer emoji. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That could come in handy.
Okay, we're going to do
Who
some
do you want holding the sledgehammer?
flipping and
Or
flopping.
just a sledgehammer?
here.
Kind of a Thor thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or a
Like-
gavel. People getting judgy. Put the gavel down. Move along.
Move along. Okay, well, where's my piece of paper here?
A murdery emoji. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that feels a little wrong. Like, trust me, it has been discussed. But,
Oh, no, I could pull that off. Such a good idea. I'm just having them coming and going here. Coming and going.
you're getting a lot out of that one piece of paper, too. And Patty, she got the bigger plate, and she needs bigger, deli paper.
Oh, what?
And I told her about that one. She wasn't too crazy about the fact that it's the folded thing.
Yeah, but most of the time it isn't like a real issue.
Yeah, because it kind of ends up in the right spot. Oh, that's going to be beautiful if you pull
But
that off there.
If I can pull this
Patricia.
off. Yes, and I just... Oh,
Yeah, we could have one maybe with like paint splatting. Like a little hammer playing with it.
boy, look at that fine line
Yeah,
there.
I just hope it does that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know, because we're doing this on a print that has multiple layers of crapola on it, and I'm just getting stuff left
Look
and
at that,
right.
Doreen's on it. Yeah, a little magnifying. Yeah. With a little, you know, red splat next to it. that could work. And not too. Yeah.
Be there.
Do what I want you to do. Aww.
It ain't.
The clue weapons emoji. Mm-hmm.
More pressure.
Patty was very impressed that she said that because we were telling her to push on the thing, because P came down to the office right at the right time, and that's why I was like, she says push, push, push.
Push.
She's like, God,
Push.
you must have some good upper body kind of.
Push, push, push. Push, push, and get after this down here.
Yeah,
We
that
don't want
line.
that there.
A little cleany uppy.
Cleany uppy.
Well done.
And I like this. I'm leaving that like that. Well, what y'all
Oh.
think? I think that's done.
I kind of like that idea there, Carrie. He says, how about a question emoji that could be used in the stream to alert to you to important questions or issues?
Oh,
I
well,
think that is
yes.
a very good idea. And it could also be worked into the, you know, murdery thing with the question mark.
Who's it? Done's it?
Who's it? Thumbs it.
Oh my gosh, this is just sitting here. What is nothing drying today? Nothing is drying today.
I like the help with the emojis though, Doreen. That's some good stuff. There is a red drop. I didn't know that.
A what?
There is already a red drop emoji.
I don't know what that means.
Kind of like blood.
Oh.
Yeah, that could be our, you know.
Yeah,
We've
like
done it.
like the chocolate, the Hershey's Kiss.
Yeah, but a red drop.
Well, I think that's some awesome stuff there. It's still a little sticky.
Hey, yes, and I do like that. I mean, we could go ahead and just use, the big red question mark for if you guys have questions. That might not be easy to find, though. That's one nice thing about, like, the PM emojis is that they sit right there at the top, so they're very accessible. Sometimes trying to dig through the emojis. I even have struggles with that during streams sometimes. I'm like, well, the moment's passed. Can't find the emoji that I wanted. Now we're getting lots of red question marks.
That's just not it. Well, let's see if we can glue this little booger down.
Ooh. Gail got a bunch of 18 by 12 paper recycled from the yearbook boxes. It was the paper between the yearbooks.
Oh.
Is it like a coated paper or anything? We'll know
Yeah,
more
it's
about
probably a
this
little
paper.
glossy.
Oh, have fun, Cindy.
Okay, that's going to be it. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I like that, Susan. That was definitely alert. Like, I look at that.
What?
Um,
What are you looking at?
Just deciding on different emojis for, like, if people have questions. She put an exclamation point and a question mark. You know how they have the bigger...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get those in there before you go on the cruise?
Oh, yeah, and then that does remind me. So, when we are on the cruise, we're still going to be putting up videos on our regular time slot, but they will be pre-recorded. That's what we were kind of talking about earlier, that it's sort of a struggle to do our live stream format similarly without you guys in the chat. But you will be in the chat on the premiere, because we're going to premiere them at those times. And then, it'll run like a regular video. Then afterwards, it would be a regular, replay type situation. I don't know that the chat plays, though, after the premiere. I don't think that it does, which is kind of sad.
What is it?
The chat, I don't think the chat plays again, like, with the replay.
Well, that's
Yeah, kind of poopy.
poopy.
Yeah, a little bit. We are cruising in Galveston. Well, we set sail from Galveston to Mexico. I think Cozumel's one of them. I can't remember the other one. Izzy's very excited. Carrie mentioned having an Izzy with a hand up. The problem is, like, so those emojis are pretty small, even though, like, you know, even with the one like P saying bye, you can still see the hand pretty good. Or at least I can. I know it depends on which device and everything you're on. Thank you. First time ever. So, we'll see. It's been very interesting with all the little hoops you have to go through in order to...
Okay, how about that?
I love that. I kind of liked it better when you had it a little more floaty to the top, the little piece, but I think that's good too.
Good.
Oh, bye, Lisa. Oh, her back's screaming. I hate that.
I do too. It just makes me really sad. Okay, now where are we here in the pile? Well, we've got this one. I don't know that I want to do anything with that one right now.
Oh yeah, so we could kind of make one like that.
What is that?
The little hand up emoji.
See, did you see the circle out there?
Sort of. It's actually, you can see it more here, in, you know, in real life. There, when you do the wiggle, that's very helpful. I think I need some red on that one.
I want to do something with this because I went ahead and you can see it's kind of dull. I went over it with that textured gesso.
The Montmartre textured clear gesso.
Yeah.
It's a lot of words.
It is. And I'm thinking maybe blue. I don't know.
I think blue. Oh, those are the little space invaders in the background. The scales, I don't even remember what we called them.
I don't remember either. And I'll tell you what, I've worked on this until I'm blue in the face. And I'm just thinking.
Oh, yes. And do it in that purple. Kind of like you did with the flower.
I like it. Okay.
Do it.
Okay. All right. Got to get all these guys back in their little.
Thank you guys.
In their little thing.
Are you going to bind these circle prints together somehow? And if so, how? Well, Devin, yes. Someday we will bind these little things into a book. Actually, I think it's going to be at least a 2 to maybe 3, perhaps even 4 volume set of circle print artist book situation. And then we have then come to find out that she would like some of the pages to be loose. So we're working through a solution for that. Perhaps some kind of envelope type, you know. Oh. See, but you still want to be able to see them. That's why I think the glassine bags are going to be cool.
Yeah, I do too.
For like a, you know, just because we can bind those in there with the Zutter. Because that's ultimately what we're going to do.
I don't know why this keeps getting hung up there. And I don't know why I keep putting it back in there so I can get hung up again.
Yeah,
it's these little things here. Get caught on the edge. Gotta find a new home for this.
A circle compendium.
Now I'm hoping this is going to be the purple that I'm just dying for.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
it's gonna go a little pinky.
I don't know about it either. And I don't know.
I was really hoping you were just gonna use that one really dark purple.
It's not dark purple.
Okay, the blue.
Oh no.
What?
My stencil stuck down to my
Oh.
brayer off paper.
It'll be alright. Oh, that might be pretty good.
It's kind of a little bit blue. But I don't know.
Well, why don't you put a little bit of that other stuff in it?
Well, this is just a little bit late
Okay. That was a good
to the
discussion.
game.
Did you hear me when I said circle compendium?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
With the books. We'll come back to that later.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't think about that
she's-
right now.
It's off in a different part of the brain.
I got too much going here. With
Oh,
my,
very nice. Gail got one for under $100. That is a good deal.
What did she
The
get?
Zutter. Oh, bye, Z. We'll see you later. Are you gonna? Is she gonna stream later? Doreen has a Zutter. I haven't used it in a decade. There you go. I have no idea why they sold them any longer. Well, a lot of people are getting theirs on eBay. So if you don't want yours any longer, you can sell yours on eBay. Or you could probably pick somebody up here in the chat.
Yeah, just, you know, put it out there.
Okay, cool. She's at 4:30. Is that 4:30 our time? Or 4:30? Yeah. Central. Eastern. Very good. Carrie, he says, hey, P, symmetry on tissue.
I'm trying to get rid of this one down here on the end. I can use it for...
We get them off of Amazon. Pretty much, I think any, it doesn't have to be Zutter. Because we have some that are not Zutter brand that still work. Oh, we're talking about, Lisa. Which Lisa? Streaming at 4:30.
Is Lisa Mingus there?
Oh, well, Lisa Mingus doesn't stream that I'm aware of.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you need to go back and get that. She saw us one of the essential. Ooh, that looks. See, that's good stuff. Good job, Pete. That's what it needed.
That's what it needed. And I have a whole bunch of tissue paper here with
Hazy.
circles on it.
Well, P was actually upstairs. That was mainly me. I do know some things.
She does.
A little bit.
She does. And, you know, we all need to recognize the fact that I wouldn't be sitting over here. You wouldn't be seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I would still be doing this.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be seeing it because,
She'd just be happy in her little world.
yeah.
The prints just building up. Nowhere to send them to.
Happy little homes.
Yeah.
There, we'll just let that dry and pull a print off that baby.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a nice one. Okay, we've got some mucky muck here.
Well, that's some good little
on.
mucky muck because you can still see quite a bit of that flour. Because
I'm going to have to soak this off, Mariah.
oh, here, give it to me.
I don't think you're going to be able to get it without making it rip up. But
Oh,
you could.
thanks, Judy P. She gave us some super chat. That's so awesome. We really appreciate that.
What happened here? What happened here?
Judy P. gave us some super chat.
What does that mean?
She gave us little monies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Well, you don't have to do that, sweetie. I mean,
much appreciated.
much appreciated. Golly gee. All
Yeah,
right.
this little bugger's on there. You're gonna have to soak the paper off of him.
Yeah. I was afraid of that. But that's okay.
Gayla's here.
Oh my gosh. Gayla, we've been
talking
talking about
about
you.
Now you can ask all your questions and I will answer them. Or P will. She's a little grumpy.
Somebody will.
Somebody will.
Somebody here.
Sometimes our chat knows more than we do. Aw, thanks, Devin. Really, look at that. You guys are awesome. awesome. Super chat. Woohoo. And Carrie just showed up. Goodness. Are we going to have to go long today?
I'm just not feeling this one.
No, we'll just rip it off of there and be done with it and move along.
I'll tell you what, you're just getting awful sassy.
Yeah, I'm feeling sassy today.
Sassy, you're assy. I do agree. I don't think there's like enough there, and this down on the end, it looks like, you know, somebody kind of smushed some stuff around, and it's just a wannabe all the way around.
Aw. Yeah.
But we might be able to get some interesting pull.
I'm gonna go put this in some water because the sooner I do that, the more easier this will become.
Oh my gosh, this is my last piece of cut paper.
Oh no. What shall you do?
I don't know. What time is it?
Well, that's what I was saying. We got all our peeps showing up, hanging out. Might have to go a little long today. You've got 15 minutes.
Well, I might have to have a little bit more coffee. Now, see, this could be the start. This could be the start of something.
Yeah, what is that song that you sing sometimes?
Oh,
help us out, chat.
Something. Oh, it's Pink Martini. Recorded it. Oh, something good. This could be the start of something good.
Mm-hmm. Gayla says, well, we should be talking about her. That's what I like about you, Gayla. I'm going to go soak this.
Yeah, we don't even know any of the, like,
yeah, we don't know all the
deep dirt on all of those little escapades that you all have hither and yon. Mariah wants to be on the list and be included in the next one. I told her I'd have been a lot more excited about that 10 years ago. I don't know. I just have to, you know, dealing with hangovers at my age is just, it ain't a lot of fun. Okay, that came off of there super splendid. Now see, here we go again. Now I've got another one to add to the bunch. This is how this happens. You know, you just keep making them and they just keep happening. And let's use a different stencil because I'm really tired of those right there. I really like this one. I don't know that it says round though. Circles. And this is a, what is it here? Look at this side. Okay. This was my drawing of where I thought it needed things.
She gives suggestions with,
yeah,
you know, visual indicators.
It wasn't. I don't think it was acted upon because this is what it turned out to be. Oh, somewhat, but yeah. I like this, but the problem is I don't like those square edges. Maybe if I just, you know, like pretended like I was.
Oh, did you show them what you did to your waves since you're talking about altering things?
No, I didn't. I haven't talked about that. Can you nip this off with that hootie-doo thing that you've got so that it at least has a...
She wants me to crocodile it.
Yeah, that I can do. Nip it.
Nip it. And nip it good.
Nip it good.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Okay, so this is really totally has nothing to do with Circle Journal, but, you know, I think it's good information. Good information. Okay, so I'm playing with the stencils that Brad handed me.
Isn't that circles because they're pearls and rings?
Yeah. So I didn't like the square business, so I took it and cut them out.
Look at that. Now, we could offer this option. We'd have to do some work to it or whatever, or you guys can just cut your own. Let us know in chat.
Yeah.
Here. It's been nipped.
Oh, and see, you know, it's just amazing what that little bit of rounding off does. But isn't this cool?
Patty says, we're not drinkers. We just find ourselves in questionable circumstances. Stone sober and don't care. And then Gayla says that that group left me for dead next to a dumpster behind the DQ. Oh, so you've been hitting the DQ.
Hitting the special sauce. Oh,
Let me
that's...
tell you. Okay, here, I got a little story about DQ. It's more just a rant about the fact that they at one point in time had this most wonderful blizzard called some apple pie something or other. Remember? The berry.
Oh, harvest berry.
Berry. Oh my God.
Harvest berry. It was
so much. They've not brought it back since, and I'm very upset about it. It was so wonderful.
She asks for it every time we go. I just know as soon as our vehicle pulls up, they go, okay, here comes Harvest Berry again. Yeah, I don't think you should make stuff that's really... The other thing is it could be that everybody else thought it was crapola. I didn't think it was all that wonderful.
I loved it.
It was kind of like, you know, gooey
Awesome
pie.
It was awesome.
Gooey pie.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This little rant about Dairy Queen.
Okay, and now I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this. Since I've already started messing it up, I'm just going to do what I usually do.
The fish keeps getting bigger.
And, yeah. Okay, hey.
She was at least sad. Not left for dead, but
Who?
she was sad.
Oh, she was sad. You got to be careful about that, you know.
Yeah.
Someone could have come along and, you know, caused grievous bodily harm. Thank you, Anne. Do you see the scissors that I'm using here?
Oh, she was so pleased. Well, I was like, where?
I immediately had to cut something with them.
So she cut up the other stencil.
No, I didn't. I cut up tissue paper. I thought that will be the big, because I mean, I wrestle with that tissue paper. You've seen me with the large roll of whatever that stuff is, you know. And I had to grab it with my teeth. That's how I fight with the tissue paper. I mean, it ain't pretty.
Uh-huh. You guys have seen that. Some of you.
Now, this is when, you know, you don't want it to be all neat and precisey.
Precisey. Hashtag that. Precisey.
And I'm going to show you the difference here. And you'll be able to see it, like, for sure.
Side by side.
Now, see, look at that little thing right there? If I'd left that on there and it ended up on my gel plate, I would have had to dig a hole in my gel plate to get it off. I'm throwing that stuff away, too. Love, love, love the scissors.
Oh, you guys are funny.
Okay, now, see, look at that.
Oh.
Now it's kind of... whatever, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of like the other one's coming out of the one.
Yeah, and I could even make it like that. Overlap it ever so slightly.
Boy, that was a Gen 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have some of those.
Mm-hmm.
Have some of those.
Yeah. She's Prentice is hating on the borders a lot. Yeah, she's kind of a border breaker.
Yeah, I don't.
A border buster.
Yeah, I don't like them. All right, now I have to decide. Do I want these to be a mask, or do I want them to be a stencil? You can make your masks into stencils.
Yeah, it just depends on
that's
what
why
you're
when
doing
people
with
ask me about that, I'm just like, well, what do you want?
Yeah. At what point of the process are you using them?
Yeah, okay. If I want these to be lines rather than showing what's underneath, then I would go ahead and put the paint down, put those on top, and then take away all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want, and I'm kind of thinking, because, I mean, come on, this background is, I mean, it ain't nothing to write home about, quite honestly.
No.
Good colors there.
True that.
Okay, we're masking.
No, nobody. That's right. Nobody could keep P within the borders. Yeah. Evie also cuts her borders. And we usually leave enough border. I say usually. Now, if you start moving up to those really big 9x12 stencils, there's not a lot to leave.
Yeah.
We are constrained by the materials that we are able to get and use in the machines that we have. That's right. Can't keep baby in the corner. Can't keep P inside the border.
I don't cut all of them out, just some of them. Now, you might think this is a weird color choice.
For her, it is.
But it's just what I feel like right now.
This.
I'm feeling turquoisey. Mm-hmm. And I love that turquoise. That's another one from my arty friend, Anne.
All right.
Very opaque. Now to get it off of there without making a mark.
Maybe we should come up. We need to figure out the right tool for a little, you know, stencil hooker. Stencil hooker.
Well, I did get a little bitty one, but I mean, you know, not anything horrible. Here I go again with my stencil.
Yeah, there you go.
Be good if we got the right side down.
Hat registry, no worries. There we go. Bye, Heather.
Bye, Heather.
Feel better.
Getting this off of my...
Brenda says tweezers. I don't know, she might get a little pokey. Maybe if they were like rounded ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Some nubby tweezers. Oh yes, you must watch that, Abby.
And I will.
Patty's video from last night was quite good. Quite entertaining.
Okay.
Oh, some rubber tipped tweezers. That would be good. Boy, I just kept giving.
Well, I'm hoping. You know.
Was it dry?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, nubby cookers.
I don't know.
Oh, Darcy says she hasn't hurt her plates yet. She uses the skinny tweezers. We do have some of those here on the cart.
We do.
Oh, yeah, Kylie uses her all. That's some brave moves there.
Yeah. I'm not quite that steady.
Okay, so Gayla wants to know because
look at that.
She's been wanting to know some things.
Okay.
So, what are the rules for letting some plates sit with the paper on the print for extended times?
Well, two things. Number one, it depends on how much paint you've got on there. And number two, it depends on if you want to get it all off. Sometimes I put, like pulling this, how I pulled this one quickly is because I knew if I did, I'd have enough on the plate that I could get
a second thing.
A second print. Okay? Now, if I have stuff on my plate and I want it off of there, then I put on a heavy layer of, I like Titan Buff. The white paint's fine. Any kind of stiffer paint, not your runny stuff. Although, that being said, this will do an instant pull most of the time to get whatever it is off of
And
there.
what is this?
This is quinacridone nickel azo gold. Any of these fluid. No, these are fluid acrylics.
Right.
Now, I've got the high flow, and you can, these are high flows.
With the newbies. Oh, these ladies know that.
Yeah, high flow acrylic. And this is fluid acrylic. And then we have this stuff over here, which is called soft body.
She just got hooked up with this.
I mean, well, I don't know in any other colors, but I know that I love this blue. I love it a lot. And I don't know if this is done yet, but
I don't feel that it is.
I think it's very cool, and you got to see what happens.
I think what would be kind of nifty, I don't know if the little circles, and I made a little tidbit that's been going out with some of the orders, a little freebie of the circles like you have, that you taped off your 5 circles.
Yeah.
That might be kind of interesting with that. But I think that one end needs to be broken up, or it's just very
I agree with
heavy.
you. I think this would be wonderful. And if I use a semi-transparent paint here, then I'm going to be able to get the best of all possible worlds.
Oh, Devin wants to know what the soft body blue was, the Liquitex. Which one was that?
Which one?
Yeah, which blue was that? She's got 3.
I've got 4.
Oh, 4.
Phthalo-cyan blue.
Phthalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phthalo-cyan blue. And this is phthalo-cyan blue green shade.
Yeah, there's a red one and a green one, which is very interesting because
now, does this one say? Yeah, this is the red shade. Go figure.
It's just so weird. I would go with the green one personally.
I don't 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
What's available? And
This
one
is
on sale.
in Danthrine. I love
That one.
this one.
That's the good one.
This one. And you can make it as transparent as you want. And then I really like this one too. This is the Prussian blue. In this, it's really nice. They're very nice paints. Highly recommend them. And I like their delivery system.
Oh, thanks, Jasper.
Okay, well, Holly, let's just go ahead and do this. Okay, we're
Okie dokie.
going to do this with these blues that we just talked about.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Susan says that she thinks the Astro Bright black paper that Patty's been using, it's so, because it's a very black paper, that it's pulling the color into the white paint, and we know that.
Oh yeah,
we know that to be true.
Because that's
with
what
a lot
happened
of
with when I did the impasto.
Mm-hmm. It pulls. That happens a lot.
And I guess it's just because whatever they've used to dye the paper with is fugitive enough that it will.
That's a good word. That sounds smart.
Well, that's what they call
Yes.
it. That's what they
I could
call
never
it
think of that.
in when you do batiking. You refer to your dyes as dyes.
Oh, bye, Gail. No problem.
Okay, well, I think we got most of this turquoise off of here. I didn't need any more of that. But look at how much.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't want that on there because I want this other thing
Oh, Patty
to
says
show.
black deli paper. How that would be pretty awesome.
Yes, I think it would. Absolutely. Okay, so we got to think about this.
I got an idea. Hold on. Well, you carry on with your thing. I'm gonna look for something real quick. I got an idea.
Okay.
Perhaps.
We want to juicy this up just a little bit because this is a very thick stencil. I've used it a lot, and remember, this is the one that I taped together with the, the tape that doesn't stick.
The tape that doesn't stick.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this dragonfly stuff with the blue. And I think that that's going to be a really nice combo. I think it's going to really shine, turpentine. Okay, this is a little more transparent than the other ones. Definitely more transparent than that, although I do love that. Blue or red? Let's go with this one. Now I'm just going to put a little bit next to each little bit that I've got out there. Now remember these, try to get this fairly even. It doesn't have to be FP or anything.
What does that stand for?
Fantastically perfect.
There we go. Yep. Oh, Deb, we're probably oh yeah, we're already running long because
Sorry. I'm almost done here.
Oh, are you? Okay. I was looking for some black paper, like coated paper. But then as I was looking through my paper samples, I think that actually happens when you print a coated sheet. But would still be very interesting. And Patty, let me see if I can rustle up some paper samples. I'm sure you, oh, I love that. That changed it altogether. She's very proud of it as well.
I'm very proud of it.
That was a good call.
Good call. Now we still have wonderful stuff here, and let's see what else we've got. Hurry, 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 hurry. Not that. Not that. Hey, maybe this. Nah.
Brenda.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, see, you should always have something lined up. Let's try this. You know, if it's poopy, we don't care. We'll do something else to it.
So I think that if I can find some samples of black paper, I would love to send them to you if you want them, Patty. I'm sure you probably have more than enough of anything.
Black tissue, but she has black tissue.
Yeah, but we have a lot of the fancy, like, you know, print, you know, the fancy papers.
Well, we've got that really fancy one over there against the wall.
She has some of that, because isn't that that's like...
That's some of that really...
Artisan.
Yeah.
Like, you know, fabric paper or whatever. Oh, Maxine, well, thank you. And I will get you a signed print.
Check it out.
Oh, man, you're kind of on a roll here there at the very end.
Very end. I mean, you know, the other day I just started out and it was just everything just went well. And today it's just kind of...
Oh, that's fun. There's some weird juju in the air today, that's for sure.
But that right there is just, I mean, that's, I think, a stunner. I'm going to get rid of this.
Okay.
But I love this. I just think now it just has so much more character and definition. And this, you don't even really think about that was this and this anymore.
But it was the perfect amount. Like, you needed that to
I
go
did.
in between those bigger lines.
And I wanted it to show through Ghost a little bit. And oh, isn't that the most gorgeous purple there?
Do you want to hold it up to the camera even closer?
Oh,
I could zoom, but then I have to reset the focus. It's just easier if you hold it up. Looky there. Here, hold on. And then hold it, and then I'll focus. Looky there. How awesome. And see those little subtle things that you aren't probably going to necessarily...
And just a bit of shimmer there. Okay, well remember, that was the
Phthalo.
Phthalo.
I think maybe you do...
Phthalo.
The PH really is like
goes
a P.
Like, I think it goes
Phthalo.
pha.
Pha?
Pharmacy.
Phthalo.
Phthalocyanine. Phthalocyanine.
Oh, hey.
Phthalocyanine.
Patty, we have some of that black butcher paper. Chris Zorko was the one who... That stuff is fantastic. Is the one that you got, is it on a roll? That's our only gripe.
Oh, yeah, that over there on that.
That stuff's fantastic.
I like that a lot.
That's the stuff Chris Zorko uses.
And that's why we bought it. And I just forget.
Oh, she got it in sheets.
Oh, well, I wish sometimes ours was in sheets because I have to remember to get it off of there. And
We should
and
cut
it
up some.
prints beautifully. I mean, it really, any of the metallic colors, yeah, I just forget, you know, to go over there and get it off.
Anne wants to know if the butcher paper is the same as the craft paper. It's a different animal, I think.
Oh, I do too. I do too because it's meant for wrapping meat. So one side is slick.
Well, yeah, there's that, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing that I don't like about it is when you tear it to collage with it, it separates out and the plasticky part gets all, because I have some really beautiful things that I did. Look at this. Isn't this, did I show you this?
No, that's kind of a new one.
I think I might have done this the other day. We never did get to old circle here. This is, yeah, this is, you know, it just takes so much time. I'm so proud of this one though. I just really do love that.
Okay, awesome. She sent me a link. Like we need a stack of paper around here, but who knows?
Well, we can hook people up. We have
That's
a lot.
true.
We
We
have a
will share.
huge roll
We
of,
like sharing.
and we'll trade. We'll trade our roll paper for whatever.
Yeah.
Just to try it out. Because, you know, yeah, I knew I would love that because
Chris Storkle had sent us some.
had sent us pieces of it. But, you know, you hate to buy a whole
Be stuck
load
with it.
of paper that, I mean, you can always use it for something, but
You can always brayer off.
You can.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure I should.
Oh, bye, Lisa. All right, are we wrapping up?
I think we're wrapping up.
Okay, I'm going to park this over there. I'm going to start getting a better little system down with my closing up here. Business. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and spending your time with us. We do very much appreciate it. All the super chats and upgrades and all that makes it possible for us to do what we do, and we very much appreciate each and every one of you for that.
We do.
We really, really do. That is also why we want to do like the $100 giveaway thing, because that is, I think, a fun way to give back to you guys, especially for helping support us and do everything that we do. If you have questions regarding that, then you need to be over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, or check out our community post. I don't post a ton of stuff there on YouTube, so it should be pretty easy to find because it's like, whew, there's so many things to post everywhere else. So that way you can find out the rules for that is starting in June. Please like, subscribe, and do all of that business. Thumbsy upsies if you're coming in. This is the end. Do come back, watch the replay, leave us comments. Be nice in them. That's helpful to my self-esteem.
Well, and you know, you don't have to like everything, but if you tell me what you don't like, then I can do something about it.
Perhaps.
If you just give me a thumbs down, I'm just like, well, you just didn't like it. And I'm like, well, why did you even stay long enough to do a thumbs down? Why don't you just move on?
Yeah, there's that too. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of things happening there today. Okay. Thank you guys, and we will see you on Tuesday. 3 p.m. Central, and then we do it again on Thursday at 3 p.m. This is our Sunday stream, which we do at 10 a.m. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.